You know, he got the isn't it Elijah in the Old Testament that just flies straight up to heaven in the chariot? I'm pretty sure.
If you say so. If you T-Bob,
you're going to be the guy to know that.
I'm getting to it.
Right. Yeah, I'm certain it was Elijah. Yes, it was Elijah.
Sweet chariot coming forth to carry me home. I don't know why. In my high school, we would sing that football team at like lunch.
What?
It seems very odd in retrospect.
You never asked about the tradition of that?
Wait, was it a bonding song? Like who started it? We need background.
It was like a father-son. I went to a Christian high school, Church of Christ, and it was a father-son breakfast that we used to do, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, at the end of it, we would sing Swing Low. I don't know. Fun song to sing, though.
No double entendre.
It is a fun song to sing. Should we sing it together?
I don't know the words.
Low. I don't know.
Swing low, sweet chariot, come and to carry me home. Carry me
home. A little slow
home.
in the tempo, guys. A little slow in the tempo. We gotta crank it up a little bit.
T-Bob is with us. It is Stugotz and Company, presented by FanDuel. College football week 1 is in the books. Wake Up Barstool debuts today, 8 to 10 a.m. Every weekday on FS1. You just recorded your first show, huh?
Okay. So actually, this is how it works. On the weekly schedule, Dave Portnoy is hosting Monday, and I'm hosting Tuesday through Friday. So that's what I couldn't talk about last time. So we didn't have work Monday, and so Dave did today. But Wednesday, September 3rd, I will be hosting my first ever Wake Up Barstool, 8 to 10 Eastern. I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. You know, I've been very nervous up to this point, but now I'm getting to that point where it's like the nerves are starting to finally give way to just pure excitement.
No, you should be nervous. Just be nervous. That's a big
Why are
deal.
you trying to make him nervous? He's our friend.
Hey, look, man, you ain't going to get me. Look, if you ain't nervous, you don't give a fuck. So I do give a fuck, right? So I got butterflies in my tummy, and that's good. And I embrace said butterflies.
I'm a little nervous. I'm about to do a Dave Portnoy impression. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
All right. This is my impression of Dave Portnoy taking a photo.
Accurate. Very good.
That's honestly all I know about him. It just came by my algo yesterday.
Those calves get a workout on those photos.
Oh, no doubt. What's with Portnoy only doing one day, by the way? I mean, what's going on there?
I have no idea. Look, I'm not privy to these discussions. Okay. I'm a good company man. I am here to get in where I fit in, and they have fit me into somewhere that I was beyond my dreams. And I'm very excited about that. I would imagine if I was to, try to hypothesize, I don't know if striking this big deal and then being like, oh, we're going to give you this guy T-Bob 5 days a week sounds quite as appealing to the Fox executives as does, hey, you get Dave and Big Cat and PFT and everything. So
That's your last
and then we'll get everybody. To be clear, it's going to be a rotating cast. I'm just playing. I'm like the Joy Taylor of the show. You know,
so the
I'm out here just dishing.
So the main event.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you
embrace that. T-Bob, embrace that. I've embraced it for 20 years, man. Just embrace that. Okay? Let everyone else be serious around you, and you just play the game, man. You know?
Exactly what you said, dude. Satirical and sincere. Yeah. Look, it's gonna be awesome. I hope so. Or it'll be a disaster. My career will be over. But we're gonna fucking send it either way.
I don't know. Sometimes disasters work out. I mean, you're speaking to one.
Bill Belichick better hope so.
Wait, so T-Bob, let's start there. Did you, like me and the rest of us here on this show, think that at 7-0 North Carolina, the Tar Heels were going to win a national championship?
It's actually funny because I completely forgotten whatever I was feeling when it was 7-0. Like, that's how bad that game ended up, is that it became such a dog pile of shit that, like, I forgot they were up 7-0. You're right. They came out and scored a it looked great. It was like, oh my God, Belichick genius, here it goes.
They were doing it with
out of anything.
With that running game.
Celebrating in the box. He's doing it with Roy Williams. I mean,
the Jordan cut to Jordan is like, you can't get better than
power move. No, it's a power move. But the thing is, so this is what I think most of us, myself included, until probably just a couple of weeks ago, are really guilty of when it comes to TCU is they went on that magical run to the national championship. We all got to know them, fun team. We loved him. And then that next year they opened up with Colorado and they lose to Coach Prime and company. And then they really ended up struggling. And at that point it looked like, okay, you know what? That natty run was actually the exception, not the rule in Sonny Dykes' career. And I think, and then last year they come out and they start awful. And so, I think most of us have just completely written off TCU. We only have so much time to watch football, right? And then they weren't breaking anymore. But under the surface last year, they got something going second half of the year. I think they finished 6-1. Josh Hoover was incredible last season. Only returning quarterback besides Nussmeier. You heard on the broadcast with 1,300 yards, 25 touchdowns, whatever. He's really good. And so I guess the point is, and then I remember reading Pick Six previews before the season starts, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. TCU, number 1 recruiting class in the Big 12 in 23, number 2 in 24, number 1 in 25. So they got talent. TCU's always had money. They plugged in the portal well. So what you witnessed last night, certainly there are long conversations to be had about does it look like an absolute disaster for UNC, but I actually take it more as a TCU team that is back on the rise and as much of a threat to win the Big 12 as any team I saw this weekend.
But in terms of Belichick, you would agree it is bad for you can't get undressed by Sonny Dykes on national TV. It's bad for the resume. I mean, this is a dangerous game he's playing with his career, you know?
It is contextually. Is there a word that goes deeper than humbling? I guess maybe embarrassing.
Humiliating.
I don't know.
Undressing is the word that's
undressing, humiliating. Yes. It's okay. Let's stick with that then. We saw the emperor with no clothes last night, and I
finally got that bottom half
because I don't know if I like it as much as she does. It made him feel all too old, all too human, and all too frail. And maybe they get this fixed, but why do you have Gio Lopez and you're trying to make him into a pocket pro-style quarterback? If you want to run that offense, it certainly seems like maybe Max Johnson is better suited. But I think the bigger red flag there is something we talked about on the show. Would Bill Belichick be willing to meet his players where they were at, or was he going to try to force them into what he wants to run? And how they handle Gio Lopez feels like the latter there. And that's a red flag that can carry on long term. And again, I don't know what kind of, and I know this is a common refrain, so it's something unique, but I don't know what kind of recruiting poll Bill Belichick has with the kids, especially when he's at UNC. It's about as bad as the game could have gone. In fact, it would have been better if they didn't look so competent on the opening drive, because that contrast creates even more frustration and anger.
And I'm telling you,
that was actually as bad as that game could have gone last night.
I was fucking putting futures on FanDuel for Carolina to win the next 3 national championships. I mean,
it can't be good for his relationship either, because Jordan's got to be sitting there thinking, wait a second. So now I'm just dating a really old guy. He's not even a good coach.
Well, look. We'll say this. I'll say this about Jordan. When she had all the PR debacle earlier this summer, whatever, that to me felt like something we've all been through. Somebody in their 20s just making a professional mistake, overplaying their hand a bit. And that happens. I did it. I remember I was doing sports talking political radio, 8 to midnight in New Orleans, and I had John Kennedy on, state senator, and I thought I had him nailed. I mean, I had studied for hours and hours. I had all my questions lined up to go, and I craft this question that I think is going to cut his knees out from under him, and he just goes, no, that ain't what happened. And then he just fucking ran roughshod over me, just sliced and diced me like the Rhodes Scholar that he is. And I quickly learned that, okay, in your 20s, you can get a little over your skis. So that's all I think Jordan did in that moment. Jordan is ambitious and has an incredible, business mind. She's got a real estate portfolio growing. She's trademarking Gold Digger and all that other stuff from the other day. Jordan don't need wins and losses. Jordan going to get hers no matter what, and I appreciate that. And I am not trying to be demeaning at all here. I'm really being sincere. I wish I had the ambition and the self-starter that Jordan Hodson does.
I think we just got the origin story of how T-Bob got into sports talk radio instead of politics talk radio.
Yeah,
One
that's all I
John
had,
Kennedy
dude.
just kicked his ass with one word or a few words.
Oh, yeah,
Undressed him like Sonny Dykes.
I said, no, I didn't. I was like, what? No, I didn't. Look, I got it.
You learned real quick that politics is just about whatever the guy says is true.
Yeah, exactly, right? And Jordan had to learn some lessons as well.
All right. So
What happened to the hat, man?
I don't want you to put it back on because the hair looks great, but like you're just indecisive here. What's going on?
Stu,
No, the hair is flowing, but you had this dancing bear hat on. You know I love Dead and Company. You know I love the Grateful Dead.
I'm
We're called
a
Stugotz
big
Company. It is my homage to Dead and Company, my sports podcast homage to them. Why'd you take it off though? What happened?
I don't know. I'm just sweating a little bit. So I have a group of friends that we have slowly but surely, as you've been getting older, been testing the limits of mushroom consumption. And it all revolves around Dead and Co. And so I've gotten to go to the Sphere, I think 3 times now for shows, and it's fucking unbelievable. And the last time we went, we sent it harder than ever. So I can't wait for the next time because we're going to go deeper and farther and see eventually where the end of this wormhole lies.
Were you one of those people that got thrown back physically by the things coming at you from the
It can be very disorienting, for sure. I find more that I just sit there smiling, unable to form too many coherent sentences, just feeling an overwhelming sense of gratitude, maybe some like random weeping mixed in the middle, and then just pure happiness.
I don't need to talk. Universe, just give me all the data.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not reporting. I'm not breaking news. I'm just speculating. There will be another run at the Sphere for Dead and Company, and you and I are going to a show together. Let's
go, dude. Okay? Let's go, dude.
I will cry on your fucking shoulder. You hear me?
Me and my best friend last summer, I think at one point were hugging and kind of like cuddling, and then I look over and my other friend's just sobbing openly into his hands, and the other guy's got his arm around his shoulder. It was
a real bros weekend.
Moment, dude. Yes.
Oh yeah, yes. It's a great bonding moment. I can't wait to hug and cry with you. I
gotta say that was in response to why'd you take your hat off? And he started talking about mushrooms, and I was like, please tell me you're like taking a few microdoses this morning.
No, not this morning. Though I did write a blog not too long ago on AI after doing a little microdose. I find I don't know if I could be an everyday microdoser. It's fine, and I love them, like I really do. But I don't know if I don't know.
You got to check back in with normal every once in a while, right?
Yes. On a day-to-day basis, like caffeine during the day, and then my weed at night, and it's just good. It's just good.
So what'd you write on Allen Iverson? I mean,
the answer was his legacy, underappreciated. One of the toughest basketball players I've ever seen, and so you don't see him on all the big-time tough lists ever. I was doing a most diminutive yet dominant stars of the NBA blog.
T-Bob, do you think Kalen DeBoer lasts the entire season?
I think Alabama has too much pride to fire Kalen DeBoer this soon into it. I think it would be a bit of a PR disaster. Not to mention, Alabama does have money because they've created a culture where people want to be involved, they want to give, right? But in terms of just resource scarcity, they're not like Texas or Georgia or Ohio State. And look, they're more so than LSU. So I'm not saying this as a critique. I think this is just like an objective look at what each school has. So Alabama's getting a super high percentage of what they have, but like how deep can they really go? And so when I'm going to that $70 million buyout, I think that's untenable. This is not A&M with their unlimited oil money. So I don't think, unless it just goes to 4-8, which that is not going to happen. I don't think you can move Tech, or if they absolutely fall in love with a coach. John Summerall at Tulane's been doing an excellent job, right? What if Tulane goes undefeated this season and makes a group of five? Does his name become so hot? They're like, oh, we got to go get Summerall. So So I guess what I'm saying is, like, in a vacuum, I don't think he's gone, though there could be an attractive enough coach, or perhaps such a like edge case disaster that they just have to.
T-Bob, these
No,
Alabama
sorry,
fans aren't going to. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I do want to say
you're good.
Alabama, though, like, they're mortal again. It's over. It's over. We talked about it, I think, when it came on the other day. Like, these are truly trust fund kids that are now bankrupt, and they're panicking. They don't know which way is up, which way is down. Like, they now have to face the existential threat of every time you have a Saturday, you may lose. They didn't think twice about that for years.
So what's more painful to them, T-Bob? Is it the idea that they might have a 5-win season, or they have to say out loud, hey, we don't have the money that Texas and apparently TCU and all these other schools have now?
I think the 5-win is not a reality quite yet.
Okay.
I do think, 8-4, 9-3. These are probably 9-3 is probably the range, right? Give or win or a loss. But this is where we go back to perspective, and expectations. Because for most fan bases, that's pretty damn good. 9-3, you're happy. Okay, let's get a 10 wins a bowl game. 9-3, oh shit, you win another one. You're 10-2. You're in the playoff talk. But for Alabama, that's disastrous. So everything in sports is always a function of expectations. And so I don't know, Izzy, to your point, like, maybe 9 wins feels like 5 to them.
Right.
And that becomes untenable. I will say this. One of my major takeaways from the entire weekend, though, is that NIL in the portal, as much as people want to complain about them, it has truly led, and this is something that we've seen happening, but we're just getting additional data, so I feel stronger and stronger about this point. It has truly led to a democratization of talent across the board, in the Power Four at least, right? Because you have the one funnel coming up from the group of 5, and they get spread out everywhere, the good players do. And then you have the other funnel coming down from the Alabama, the Ohio State rosters, the guy that have all the 4 or 5 stars, and they get spread out. And so all of a sudden, you're seeing teams that no longer have to go into a season with like a true black hole Achilles heel. Like, they can at least, for the most part, get like a replacement level starter, maybe somebody really good. LSU got a good defense for the first time in half a decade, and it's because they brought in Mansour Delane and AJ Halsey and Jack Piber and like guys from all over the country. So it's actually the complete opposite of what I thought when this was all announced. I thought it was going to lead to a further concentration of power at the top to those who have the most resources. And I guess in some ways, your Ohio States and Texas really benefit. So maybe there's an element of that. But the bigger impact to me has been everybody being a bit better across the board. And it's led to some more interesting games.
T-Bob, we love winners and losers around here. Is LSU the biggest winner of the weekend?
I don't love losers.
My initial instinct was to say yes. It was to say yes because
Florida State.
Fuck me. It felt good Saturday watching LSU do that. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, it felt so good. Like,
take us there. Take us there,
desert, dude. After half a decade of wandering the LSU's bad shit defense and opening game losing streak started back in 2020 when KJ Costello and Mississippi State went into Death Valley and he threw for 600 fucking yards. And ever since then, like the Israelites of old, my people have been wandering the desert. And finally now, 5 years later, Blake Baker has brought the boys back to the land of milk and honey. That was a good fucking defense Saturday night, dude. No second half points. The offense doing enough. Don't even start that catch call. So whatever. Awesome night for LSU. Massive winner. But Stu's right. Florida State. To go from 13-0, deep dicked out of the playoff with a complete grave injustice, and then to go 2-10, absolute disaster. And then to bring Castellanos in, who shoved all of my narratives right back down my throat because I was talking shit about him. How he left Boston College last year. It was, not a leader, not tough, not this, not that. He's talking about Alabama. Nick Saban is there to save him. He doubles down on it. Talking about, I want to restore the pride, the confidence of FSU. I think we just witnessed a first ballot standing on business performance from Castellanos. Do you know
And there's a deep
bulletin board material is the type of shit that keeps coaches up at night. Mm-hmm. Back in college, our strength coach, Tommy Moffitt, would print off quotes that the other team said and put them on our weight racks. So as we were like squatting 500 pounds, they would just be trying to mentally ingrain us with anger and rage at how dare these people say these things. And yet Castellanos did it not once, but twice, doubled down and then backed that shit up. And that's the thing. Florida State beat him up on the lines of scrimmage, dude. It was dominant. Stadium was rocking. After the darkness of last year, shout out to Florida State fans. I cannot fathom a bigger winner in all of college football.
T-Bob, look at me right in the eyes. I fucking love you, man. I do. I mean, holy shit, are you good at this? Anyway, Izzy, go ahead. Sorry about that. I just wanted to say that, and I can't wait to cry on your shoulder of mushrooms.
Dude, I'm gonna go shower after this and think about that.
I mean, you need to been sweating your ass off. Does Arch Manning suck?
Well, okay. No. I feel very confident in this. Again, function of expectations or expectations too high, you can say sure, right? Maybe he's not going to be as good as you thought. But like, let's be really clear about this. Those are two elite defenses in Ohio State and Texas. Like, Texas receivers were getting no separation. And yes, he missed throws the third down, obviously. Everybody's freaking out about this stuff. Everybody's freaking out about the sidearm shit. I'm more like, I don't care what your mechanics are, because quarterback coaches nowadays are training guys to throw from all different angles and everything. You just got to make the throw. Like, I'm not blaming the mechanics for the throw. I've seen people make that throw sidearm. Like, he just has to be able to do it if he's going to. Otherwise, then, you got to get back in the lab and fix it. So it was, but I mean, he had the perfect throw right before it. He's a first-time starter. There's going to be peaks and valleys. To me, my biggest takeaway on that game is just, again, we said it was going to be low scoring. Those are two elite defenses going against first-time starters. And, like, look at the catch that Carnell Tate made. Thing was fucking unbelievable. And so, like, I know that Arch made an awful throw in that third down, but, like, Carnell Tate made a play for his God. Guys, look at C.J. Daniels in the Miami game, which, by the way, very impressed with Miami. I was so wrong on Miami. They could not have proved me more wrong. But, like, so, no, I'm not panicking on Arch or Texas. I think them and Ohio State look like contenders again, but it'll be because of the defenses, which is basically what we've said from the beginning.
I'm not panicking either. But because, I mean, like that one, like you mentioned, that one throw at the back of the end zone, that was a dime. It just didn't catch it because he was draped on. But like first throw, you're working on that play all preseason long, all week long. We're going to, little wide receiver screen, boom, make you comfortable with the first throw. And not only do you throw it a hair late, but you short hop it. And that to me, it's just like, okay, were you ready for this game? If I was
fucking nervous, man.
Nervous.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he was freaking nervous.
But from a team standpoint, I think this is what T-Bob is saying. From a team standpoint, if you believe Ohio State to be one of the elite teams in the country, to go in there and be in that game and only lose 14-7, it stands to reason, if you believe Ohio State is going to be good, going to be national championship good this year, that Texas is also in that conversation.
Yes, exactly, right? Because, I mean, they lose 14-7 and they have the goal line stand and stuff. Like, like there's a, and it'll be interesting to see how Sark approaches the team. But if you wanted to lead with the carrot here and like be really kind on this film review and try to build them up as opposed to like motherfucking them, like there's a lot of good stuff that you could do. If you wanted to, but you can also motherfucker because there's a lot of bad stuff too.
I know you were impressed with the Canes. I was not impressed with Mario Cristobal. I haven't been impressed with Mario Cristobal since the second he took the head coaching job at the University of Miami. Do you think the Canes can win a national championship with that guy as their head coach?
So I have been Mario Cristobal hater. If you're number one, then I've been number two. I've consistently called him Mario Cristofraud. I have pointed out for years now, like if you take out last year's record, he was a 500 coach over a 15-year sample size of the head coach. But there's an old Ben Franklin quote where essentially he says like, I don't ever want to be, and this is I'm paraphrasing, but like I don't ever.
You and Stu should say the quote at the same time.
Yeah,
you know it, right?
No, but it's like I don't ever want to be so dogged in my beliefs that have presented with new information that I'm unwilling to change. Okay. And so Mario Cristobal, I will not call him Cristobal again until he fucks up again, because he earned that Sunday. That Miami team, I said that Miami team was tough. I said they had no home field advantage. I said Carson Beck sucks. And I think I was proven very wrong on every count. Beck looked really comfortable and really good. You could tell what it meant to him after the game. The Miami offensive line was tough as shit. So I still think that's a good, tough Notre Dame team as well. And Miami's O-line was pushing him around, man. High leverage execution when you look at scoring right before half in the manner that they did, and then coming out and scoring to start the second half. So, no, I like being wrong in this business, though. Like, everybody wants to highlight when they're right. Like, who gives a fuck about telling the future? Yeah, it's fun to talk about and give opinions. I'd rather break down what actually happened and give the flowers to the people that deserve them, as opposed to being like, well, this happened. So, no, I mean, huge credit to Miami for completely proving me wrong on every single count.
I won't wait for him to lose. I'll continue to call him Christopher for you. Okay, just for you. I'll do it for you. I mean, you can't bail on that. I'm telling you,
Hold well, I used to call Steve Sarkisian Steve Fartkisian because he had never won 10 games. But look at him now, dude. Back-to-back Final Four appearances, dude. He's Sark now.
You know what? How about you fucking tack on a national championship? How's that sound? Right.
And then after he does, do it again.
Do it again, back to back.
Come on, yes. Do it again.
You have learned well. Oh
yes, I've been studying at the feet of Stu.
Are you sticking around for week 10 observations? Are you sticking around for them?
Oh, can I? Can I stick around for weekend observations?
You can.
Yes,
we do it next.
Absolutely, dude.
All right, welcome back. T-Bob is with us. Wake Up Barstool, Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. on FS1. Very exciting. Don't fuck it up, man. Okay?
Yeah. Gonna do my best. Like I said, we're gonna send it, baby. I can't wait.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Are you excited here for week 10 observations?
Very much so. I have been a massive fan of the segment for a long time. So seeing this live is it's like getting to watch like your favorite director work or something. So I'm very, very happy right now.
Before we get to them, where are we at, Taylor, with getting T-Bob's dad on so we can have a conversation with Ron McGill? Are we any closer to that happening?
The wheels are in motion.
Okay, Taylor, text me. Right. Text me. I can hit him up.
That wheel's not in motion yet. The other wheel's in motion. The McGill wheel's in motion.
Literally has not texted
Taylor's
me.
isn't. Right.
Hey, Bear.
And how about coattails with Golick and T-Bob? Where are we with that? Anything?
Oh shit! I did get put in a group text with Golick through Andy Staples this weekend. I guess he has his son playing center, and he's trying to garner opinions from all his old O-line buddies about the center position. So I need to pitch Golick on it through the group text.
Andy Staples is my old University of Florida college buddy.
It always amazes me that Florida's like actually such an academic school.
So many journalists.
It should not be. It should not be.
Yeah,
with
just
the
a party
jorts
school.
And Gainesville and all the concrete, and yet, I mean, it's crazy.
When I got in, it was a little easier to get in. Now they call it the
now it's like an
Harvard
Ivy
of the
League
South.
school, man. It's crazy.
Pretty close.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Weekend observations. All right. Now, listen, normally we do this with someone whose name rhymes with Dan. So I don't know how I'm going to make
Call
this
him man.
work. Right. Yeah. All right. Weekend observations are brought to you by our friends at Miller Lite. T-Bob! 6 long years. No wins over a top 10 team. The swagger felt like a memory, not a reality. The turnover chain gathered dust. The bravado faded, and they became a punchline. But Sunday night was different. The speed, the attitude, it all looked familiar again when they stood toe-to-toe with the best of the best and didn't blink. It wasn't just a win, it was a reminder that for the 47th time here on week 10 observations. The U is back.
The U is back. It's back.
Marcus Freeman, the rare coach that wins even while losing.
What a good pointer. What a good pointer, that guy.
God, that guy is so good looking, man. Jesus. You think he goes with the tightest shirt available to him, T-Bob?
I think that I think he looks like the type of person that has a stylist, like a very competent closet, put together, not flashy, but always appropriate.
Yes. Well said. The Canes won despite their head coach. That fucking guy tried to lose the game. I don't care what anyone tells me.
Christopher,
he acted like he won a national championship after the game, did he not?
We're back,
it's a
baby.
good win. It was a good win, Stu. The U's back, like you said, 47th time.
Stash this away into something to ponder file. Did Miami lose or did Notre Dame win? No need to discuss now. Save it for a rainy day.
Hand up. Hand up. It was reversed.
You wrote it wrong. I noticed it halfway through, asshole.
No need to talk about it now. File it away. We'll
Stash it
talk
away.
about it some other time.
I could have improvised. I didn't.
I'm pretty sure both of those things are true.
Yes.
You just do the
Hey,
full burn.
ESPN. We don't need to see CJ Carr's mom after every play.
Oh, my God.
Even Taylor Swift thinks they showed CJ Carr's mom too much.
Hey, that's what Carr's daughter do. Relax.
Arch Manning's Heisman campaign. Fun while it lasted. Arch Manning. God, Taylor, I don't want to say this.
Say it.
Overrated.
Yeah. For 1 week.
1 week. Yes. Tom Brady's nephew doesn't lose that game. So true.
That's funny.
You think Peyton's trying to distance himself from the whole thing at this point? In hindsight, Arch Manning not playing over a 7th round pick should have been a sign.
Right?
The old ball coach, dude, Steve Spurrier. He tried to say it.
About Ewers.
He tried to tell him.
He wasn't good enough to start over Ewers. We should have known. Where was that? If Arch Manning had a different last name, he'd be playing in the Sun Belt Conference.
Arch
Matt
Landing.
Patricia, defensive masterpiece. Take a bow.
Did he have a pencil in
Patricia's
his ear?
coming for DeBoer's job. I'm telling you, it's either him or Gus Malzahn. There's no question about it.
You cannot go head coach Matt Patricia, right?
Yeah.
Like we know that. Like that can never happen again. He is very clearly coordinator
But
for life.
college, Matt Patricia.
Yeah, college, Matt Patricia, different guy, right? Do you think Gus Malzahn took all the credit for Florida State's win?
Yeah, you saw his tweet. Felt like old times.
No, please no. What'd he say?
Yeah, he hasn't tweeted, I think, in like a half a year. And then he just popped up and said, felt like old times tonight.
What a flex.
Gus! The
You would
Gus
agree.
bus!
Alabama would hire him to be their head coach, right? They would. Gus Malzahn?
Ooh.
Maybe?
Ooh.
No. Look at you.
Would North Carolina hire Mike Krzyzewski?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. There was a time where I wanted Harbaugh to go to Ohio State. So nobody's ever gone from the hot seat to completely safe quicker than Ryan Day. T-Bob, he's like a new fucking man. Do you see, like, the weight of the world is off his shoulders, man.
And
I
on his
mean-
nipple. Did you see
Yeah.
that he's got the
Third
crossbar?
Okay, hold on. I actually have some inside info on the
please.
crossbar.
All right. You really?
So one of our producers, Liam, runs No Context College Football, and he got a DM saying, hey, just a heads up, that picture is photoshopped. I know because I did it. So I have someone
Directly from the source.
Yes, if he's indeed telling the truth, I believe the guy, and it's a great Photoshop. It looks perfect. And it kind of
Initially-
sucks. It kind of sucks because I was like more of a Ryan Day fan when I thought he had a pierced barbell nipple, because like that's a psycho fucking move. I've never seen a male with barbells.
Yeah, initially I thought they were just uneven. You know, like you see it's some girls. It's like their nipples are uneven. And then somebody zoomed in and it was like, nope, that thing's pierced. And I was like, wait a second, I like that guy even more. And now it's
Yes!
not true, so whatever.
Yes, I know it's a bummer. I liked him more too, dude, but he is a made man, Stu. You're right, dude. It's
I don't
insane.
like I don't like your friend for acknowledging and admitting that he photoshopped the picture. I don't like that. Allow us to wonder, please. I mean,
I know. I was
Tell him to
studying
do
it.
better.
I was like, are those areola? Does he just have two areolas next to the no? It's too,
Oh,
it's too
man.
geometric.
Yes.
Can't be.
Texas Longhorns laid an egg in week 1. T-Bob, you know what the L in Longhorn stands for?
No.
Laid an egg. I just said it.
Call yourself a veteran.
That would make them chickens, by the way. The Texas Longhens. Why is laying a delicious or adorable egg a bad thing? Such a great.
Why is that?
That is a good question.
Is it because it's like a zero? It's probably my best guess.
I don't know. Look it up. What are the origins?
All right.
Georgia Tech quarterback Haynes King leads college football in moxie.
Bro, he is. Georgia Tech will be very good if Haynes King can survive the season. But that's a big if. His wear and tear is going to be deep blood red every single week.
Haynes King is white.
Stu, I legitimately text Amin El-Hassan, a famous Georgia Tech alum, and I was like, remind me, because there's a lot of guys in the NBA where you're just like Isaiah Hartenstein and Ty Jerome, and I was like, those guys are white. Nope, they're black. And then I was like, remind me, Amin, is Haynes King white or black? And he's like, it's definitely white. And I was like, okay, phew.
Yeah. I had this deal with Julian Sayin. I think like a week before the season started, I realized he wasn't black. Thought for sure he was.
The biggest shocker is former Padres that he's white, just based on his name, is former Padres shortstop Khalil Green.
Wow. Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Long odds.
Just saying. We've done this show
White Khalil.
several times. Dan and I did this show. Oh, Finney's excited. He loves the show. Georgia Tech football hasn't been the same since they stopped wearing Russell Athletic. Such a good observation.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, I'm now putting that together. They had the little RA. Wow.
Yeah.
Russell Athletic. I believe they were the jersey of the 2016 College World Series champions, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Last Russell Athletic Natty team.
Yeah. For everyone who thought it would be a blowout after UNC scored to go up 7-0, congratulations. You were right.
Nailed it.
Yesterday cements it. Tom Brady, all the credit.
Yeah.
He got undressed by Sonny Dykes on national TV. Listen, it started with Brady going to Tampa, winning a Super Bowl without Belichick, and now Belichick getting undressed by Sonny Dykes. If, God forbid, Belichick loses to Frank Reich in 5 weeks, it is over for Bill. I'm telling you, that's it. Done. Sorry.
Getting undressed by a guy named Sonny. It's not great.
Frank Reich, worse. MJ in the house. Between MJ and Bill Belichick, there were 14 rings in the house. That's the same amount of rings as North Carolina had points. Why are we killing Carolina? Lombardi's my boy, Taylor. You know that.
We do forget
Carolina's my school.
that.
I got a degree from there. I got a degree.
Jordan had her D3 cheerleading national championship ring as well, though.
Oh, so they outscored them.
15 rings. Outscored him.
Hey, parents across America, you want your kid to look like the next Tom Brady? Send them to any ACC school that's scheduled to play North Carolina.
That's how Bill does it. He doesn't have to coach Tom anymore. Coach against him.
Kalen DeBoer, you never want to be the coach after the coach. Nobody does less with more than Kalen DeBoer.
I'm stealing that. I'll credit. I'll cite my work, but that is fucking fantastic.
Taylor, some of the weekend observations, okay?
Hey, Bob, if you want the true Stugotz experience, you just steal it. You don't worry about.
You're right. My bad. Yeah, no citing. No citing.
What's mine is yours, okay, friend? That's it.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, great.
Don't explain it. I will steal your stuff. I have in the past. I will do it again. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. I remember when do it at Alabama meant something. South Carolina punt return touchdown. Beamer ball.
So fun.
Auburn quarterback Jackson Arnold can scoot. There's not much worse than turning on a game and immediately hearing RG3.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on. I like RG3. I like all announcers.
So do I. I take it
all
back.
announcers.
RG3, that was Taylor.
I did not expect that.
Hey, national media, stop trying to convince me Cade Klubnik is good. He's not.
You know what Kate Klubnik is? He's the guy that
Not
every
good.
Hollywood movie should cast as their quarterback in a movie. But he doesn't have to do anything well because he's an actor. Like, that's exactly who Kate Klubnik is. It just looks the part. That's it.
LSU Clemson, tale of two halves. LSU, the real Death Valley. Death, taxes, and seeing Jessica Pegula in a U.S. Open quarterfinal. Syracuse, Tennessee, too much orange. So right about that.
True.
Florida covering a 45.5-point spread. Good teams win. Great teams cover.
Against Long Island.
Fucking Long Island.
Abby turned to me and said, I didn't know Long Island had a football team. I said, I didn't know either. I grew up there. LIU, the Sharks. Who knew? No one knew. Lee Corso went a perfect 6 for 6 on predictions in his final college game day appearance. That's how you go out on top. Tip of the cap to the legend. Love Lee Corso. T-Bob, you love that, right? That was fantastic.
Oh, bro, I was openly sobbing. Like I was actually
Many mushrooms?
No mushrooms, just coffee. I was openly sobbing watching that. I was kind of like, even like, I'm like, I don't know how, I didn't know how it was happening, but shout out to fucking Lee, legend, 6 of 6 going out on top.
Dude,
So
you're
good.
actually wearing a cap, by the way. You can tip it if you want.
Oh wait, by the way, cat
Well,
tip
hold
to
on.
Lee.
Save it. Save the tip. Okay. Save it. If you watch Lee Corso pick Ohio State at midfield in his last college game day and still bet on Texas, you have nobody to blame but your fucking self. Okay.
It's true.
Who does that?
It's true.
You're like betting Carolina after knowing Jordan's in the house.
Every coach or every team that Lee Corso was the head coach of as well won on Saturday.
I mean,
It was truly a
we're living in a
perfect Lee Corso
simulation
day.
type of shit. Like, that's impossible.
Yep.
Lee Corso. All right, gentlemen, if you have a hat. A tip of the cap. Hell of a run. Speaking of hell, David Sampson. And Art Price. T-Bob, those are the weekend observations.